pure spoilers. If you haven't watched the movie, get out. Like literally get out of the podcast. Pause right now.
What is wrong with
come
you?
back later. It's an hour and a half long movie. Go watch it. It's great. Welcome to Free Roam, a podcast and side quest. This is going to be a weird one. It's about a movie. I'm here with 4 other people, which is the most that we've ever had. Period on this RSS feed. This is the most we've ever had. I'm here with Jess from this channel.
Long talk.
Yeah, literally. And I'm here with Jordan from CognitiveClips and Chris and his wife Rachel. Literally the Nerdlies.
Yeah.
Hello.
Both
Yeah.
nerdlies in one package.
Yeah, look at that. We're talking about K-Pop Demon Hunters, which is a movie that came out exclusively on Netflix, and then it was in theaters for like 2 days, apparently. And it's like taking the world by storm. So we're just there's spoilers. Like we're talking about everything. We're just gonna talk about what we like, anything we didn't like, which I probably don't think there is much to talk about that way. And so yeah, just pure spoilers. If you haven't watched the movie, get out. Like literally get out of the podcast. Pause right now.
What is wrong with
come
you?
back later. It's an hour and a half long movie. Go watch it. It's great. Okay. Who wants to start talking about their favorite bits and what they really want to talk about this movie?
Oh man, I'll go first just because Rachel watched this first, and then she was like, "You gotta see this K-Pop Demon Hunters movie." I was like, "All right, I like animation and stuff like that." And it's one of those you just pop on, and it's only 90 minutes, like you said. You don't have to invest that much into it. But man, this is one of the tightest 90-minute movies I've ever seen, and they get you in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah. When me and my wife finished it, we were literally like, that was 90 minutes. Like that felt like there was so much in that we're like, there's no way that was not like at least 2 hours. And it's just like, no, so good. It's like one of those weird situations where it feels long and short at the same time, where it's like, it's over. And it felt like it was like so much that you just like consumed.
Did you
Short
know it was
movie, long
supposed
talk.
to be? It was supposed to be 3 hours.
What?
Really?
Yeah, they had a whole storyboard for it to be 3 hours long, but Netflix cut out so much.
Typical
The-
Netflix.
Oh man.
The
Disgusting.
producer, she like released a bunch of unreleased, obviously, storyboard clips, and there's so much we missed out.
Oh.
Genu was supposed to be way more fan servicey. They were supposed to have a date, like a genuine aquarium date. There was supposed to be
Aquarium date.
backstory for both Mira and for Zoe. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself.
No, literally, I
But-
think that's good because I did think I was like, yeah, the 2 others, Mira and Zoe, got like a little bit of the short end of the stick when it came to story, like in this movie, which I
Yeah.
thought was weird.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's like when you were talking about things that we may not like about it. That was gonna be one of my only things. Is like they didn't really flesh them out nearly as much. Like Zoe kind of, because she was just so much more bubbly and like you know they kind of had the whole side thing of her getting sucked into how catchy the Saja Boys music was and all that stuff.
It was very
Stop
catchy.
doing that with your shoulders, like.
Yeah.
But it cracked me up because like I hadn't before I heard any buzz about the movie. A slight aside, my wife, when she's watching Netflix, a lot of times it's like the stereotypical white girl thing of just like watching really messed up documentaries, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and so I think like Netflix was just kind of doing the whole like, you know, idle screen, like cycling through different things or whatever. And I kind of was like looking behind her, I was like, K-pop Demon Hunters. And her initial assumption was like, oh yeah, that the whole industry is like really messed up. Blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, well, yes, but that's not what this is about. This is some animated movie, apparently. Like,
That's so funny to think like, oh yeah, it's a documentary about like
how like that's what everyone talks about. It's like, yeah, you can tell this is a fictional movie because they are actually allowed to eat food and have personalities outside of their roles
have
and whatnot.
tattoos. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah. That's so funny. Like just eat whatever they want. Yeah.
Those scenes were great.
The couch scenes were so funny. It was just like
Yeah.
chanting couch over and over. So good. Oh,
JD
man.
Vance when his wife's on vacation.
Oh my gosh! If you guys haven't watched the Honest trailers, please do. That was
Yeah, that was a great one.
Yeah,
That
which
was-
one of you
joke in the Honest
linked
trailer.
that? Because that was
I did,
good.
yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one. Oh yeah, the other thing that was cool about this movie, just in general, was that they didn't get like 3 big name voice actors for the 3 girls, and then like had like K-pop stars as the singing. It was just like, no, those are just the girls.
I think the singers are different people, aren't they?
Are they? Oh, okay.
I thought so.
Yeah,
They're-
they are.
They're 3 different singers, yeah.
Okay, cool.
3 different voice actors and 3 different singers.
Huh. Okay, that's
So you
very
guys, they had Arden Cho was the voice of Rumi, but this woman named EJ, who I guess has been around K-pop forever. I've been listening to a bunch of stories about her on like TikTok and stuff like that. But
She's like a producer too, right?
Yeah, because she used
Yeah.
to be. She auditioned for a bunch of these K-pop bands, but never quite made it. But she was always around the music industry, and she actually wrote a bunch of hits and stuff too. And I think she wrote most of the songs, or helped write most of the songs in the movie.
Wow.
That's awesome.
That's very cool.
I think I read something like, again, that just speaks to the industry being so great, and this goes for multiple industries. But if I remember correctly, like she had again auditioned for a lot of these K-pop groups, and it's after a certain point was just eventually told, "Oh, you're too old for this now."
Yeah,
Dang.
Like,
Yeah.
can you imagine those people now, as they are the first #1 girl group to hit Billboard since Destiny's Child, like 20 years ago?
Yeah.
She was probably like 30 too, like at the time. Like get out of here, you dinosaur. Like
They go by Leonardo DiCaprio's rules. 25.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
like
That's
Outta here.
crazy.
Yeah, that that the other thing was the opening song, like the first song that they sing when Rumi hits that note, the high note for the first time. I was like, oh shit, we're in for like a real music movie,
Yeah.
not just like
Yeah.
a trolls fucking movie where it's like, oh yeah, they're just singing. Like it's good, it sounds fine, but I was like, oh fuck, that was a real note they just hit. That was dope as hell.
Hmm.
What was your favorite song of the whole bunch?
I still think Golden's my favorite. Like, I don't know, it's just so like strong and catchy and
yes.
fun. Like, I love it.
I'm a sucker for Free because I love a duet.
Mm.
What about you guys?
I think that Golden gets stuck in my head more, but my favorite is What It Sounds Like.
Nice.
I really love Golden, but barely topping it for me is Your Idol.
Nice.
It's
Yeah.
a lot.
Because right at the
Eric?
beginning, sorry,
Oh, you're
Eric,
good.
you go. You go.
No,
No,
you
no,
go.
that
Close your thought, please, for the love of God.
The beginning of Your Idol, they play the melody of Dires Irae, which is a Latin song for like the warning of death, and it's just so cool that they included it. And it's also a bop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
That's
probably
cool.
Golden as well for me though. Like it's just so good. But
Yeah.
you know, honorable mention to Soda Pop and Takedown. Those songs are they all every song on like we were just chilling in the backyard the other day just listening to the whole album, and it's just like every single part of it is so good.
I'm not gonna lie. We after we watched the movie, probably listened to the whole album like 7 times, and then we watched the movie again.
Yeah.
That's it? Only 7?
Well, it's
It
like
goes by-
immediately after.
It goes
Right.
by quick too, the album.
Mhm.
It's like all of a sudden you're like, whoa, hasn't even been like an hour and we got through the whole thing. Yeah, it's great.
The it's again with Golden, like they obviously wove the melody of it into like different parts of the movie, and like the kind of the main hook is also like the chanting part and What It Sounds Like and all that. But like, oh my god, when it like almost it has that what I forget what they call it in music, but it's the same melody but just like in a minor key basically. When it's
The
like
harmonies or
no,
Or
like
is it the
it's-
bridge?
no, like the melody is like in a minor key, like whenever instead of like a major key, like during the actual song, but like whenever we're just doing full spoilers, right? Like we're not going into
Yeah.
actual
Yeah.
order.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. So like when she's been like exposed basically to everybody as being part demon and everything, and then it plays like the melody for Golden, but it's like in a really sad like minor. I was like,
That shit was dope. I love that.
crying,
That's
like just
that is a quick way to get me. Like so, yeah. Like when you
Yes.
have a one bit of music that plays throughout the whole like movie in different aspects and different like ways for different things. I'm like, oh, that's great. I love that recognition.
Yeah.
They did that in Sea of Stars.
Yeah.
I won't go into any further detail because it's a spoiler, but like when I
Well,
caught
they do
it
it in Coco.
through,
Yes.
They
Yeah.
did do it in Coco.
Coco. Holy shit. You guys want to talk about Coco later this year?
I'm so down.
I would be down because
Yeah.
we did a huge. This is an aside. We did a huge like bracket of Pixar versus Disney movies,
Mm-hmm.
and Coco was our number one favorite
I
Pixar Disney movie.
It's almost perfect movie. Like it's so good.
It combines the best of Pixar and Disney in my opinion.
Yes. Well, we'll see you guys later in November for Coco Talk. Maybe I'll get my wife on too because we watch that movie every year.
The only time that I've ever actually seen, this is bad. The only time I've ever actually seen Coco, I think it was when I was like out of town to go meet my niece for the first time. And so like, there's like a bunch of family around and it's like just kind of on in the background, but like the volume's up enough to pay attention if you wanted to, but you're still kind of distracted. And even only being like 2/3, maybe even less than that, actually like dialed in, I still almost cried. Like that's how good it was.
It'll get you. It'll definitely get you for sure.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of crying at movies, I cried. I've watched this so many times, and I still cry with K-pop Demon Hunters.
Okay, what's the moment for you?
I was gonna ask that. Yeah. What's the moment?
The moment's right now.
She died. Sorry, guys. Sorry, everybody. Jess got her. Her marks are her marks have spread to her throat now, and she cannot say.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
Welcome back.
I kept laughing and I kept coughing with the laugh. It gets me when Rumi goes to Celine and is like, just kill me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I start crying there because she's like, I'm a mistake. And then it kept getting me, especially when what's it called? The whole takedown incident happened, and then everyone's like marching over, and then you see Bobby, Mira, and Zoe all having Guima talk to them. That gets me because I relate really heavily to one of them. And then when Jinu goes and dies, basically, that's when it like full on takes, like I'm crying.
Did you cry during the movie? I forget.
No, I didn't, but it almost got me. It's definitely very emotional.
Yeah, I got misty-eyed, like pretty. But that's like bare minimum for me lately. Like, just side note, I've been watching the fucking Uma Musume anime, and I'm just like crying over horse girls like every fucking night because it is an anime based on the game, but the stories are based on the real horses. So you're like watching this and then being like, fuck, that actually happened to this horse. Holy shit, that's crazy. Yeah. Take us back, please, before I go.
No, you're good. I definitely did not finish like the back 2/3 of this movie while I was on the clock. That didn't happen. If it did, then it would have been kind of weird because I was like, pretty much once they do the whole like, the demon imposters like expose her and stuff like that. That's when I started to kind of get like really emotional. And then like basically the back 30 minutes, like every 5 or 10 minutes, I was just like crying or silently sobbing to myself of like, this is but yeah, especially with like, like you said, coming to Celine and being like, like, why couldn't you just love me like this? Like, and then she starts coming in solo at the very beginning of what it sounds like, talking about like all those themes. Like, oh, this is so good.
That scene with Celine on top of everything is like such a good scene in general because it's not so in your face about exactly what the parallel is, so it can be taken so many different ways, which I thought was cool. Because my first thought, I don't know why this is, but I think it's just because there's so much of it in media. Like, obviously, there's a lot of mental health stuff in this movie, but for me, it was like LGBTQ stuff, being like, I was born this way. Like, that was the thing that stood out to me, and I'm like, that's so cool. But then Jordan talked about it being like a mental health thing, and I was like, holy shit, yeah, it could totally be that too. Like, there's so many different ways that scene can be taken, and none of them are wrong because it's vague enough that it can be so many different things.
Yeah, I saw like
I
a
was watching
screen.
something. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, just real quick. I saw a screen grab of just that line of her being like, why couldn't you love me like for who I am or whatever. Like I just saw that completely out of context. Didn't even know didn't notice all the marks and all that kind of stuff before I saw the movie, and I assumed it was LGBT related.
Right.
Like so, just speaking to what you just said, like it can be taken so many ways, and they're all correct. But what were you saying, Chris?
I thought something I saw online too was that they left that conversation kind of open at the end. It wasn't a resolved conversation before Rumi leaves. And I think that's a very unique thing to do in a movie like this, and especially like one that's like targeted at like assuming kids or whatever too, that they don't wrap it up with Celine knowing that she's wrong, really, or saying that she's wrong. She still kind of is staunchly on the you need to hide yourself thing, but Rumi just takes the power of like, hey, I'm gonna be me, like no matter what you say, and then that's how it resolves rather than like them making up.
Yeah, that was a choice for sure. Because like, I mean, they'll probably there's already been confirmed that there's gonna be a second and third one, so I'm sure they'll touch on that more. But I did think that was interesting. I was like, yeah, Celine just didn't show up again in this movie. After that, I don't like not if she showed up again, it was like so non-consequential, and having that be unresolved for a quote unquote kids movie. I
did not notice until like a day or two ago when somebody pointed it out that anybody watch Lost here besides me?
I watched some of it, but not a ton.
I'm leaving. No. Well, there was a in the show, and there was like it's like an ensemble cast, and two of the main cast are a married Korean couple, and both of them are in K-pop Demon Hunters.
Oh,
so
really?
the husband was the kind of like quack doctor who gave her like grape juice, basically with a label on it, and then the wife was Celine.
And what inspired casting to have Daniel Day Kim, who is legitimately one of the most handsome Asian men in like all of like TV, movies, whatever. He's the freak doctor.
I know, I love that. But how about the inspired casting of just casting Ken Jeong to play a younger version of himself, basically?
So good.
I first watched it with my roommate because they came over to my house, and I was like, all right, we hung out, now what? And they're like, you need to watch this. Bobby gets on screen, and I go, isn't that the guy from Community?
Yeah, literally, dude, that's so funny. Yeah.
You accidentally activated my trap card. I love Community so much.
Yeah, the character design in this movie is just off the charts in general. Like every single person. And also, if we're talking about voice actors, fucking shout out to Sungwon Cho, who just happened to be Abs, the demon. So Pro ZD as Abs was so funny.
I did not notice that until again it had to be pointed out that he was like, oh, that's awesome, because I love Pro ZD. He's so great.
Yeah, he's so good. He's everywhere now. Like basically anytime there's an English voice cast, he'll be somewhere tucked away or right in front. He's all over the place.
I remember it was like the second time that I played through Scarlet Nexus, he plays a character at like the very beginning, like really minor, like just somebody who's in the military type of organization, like training you. And I was like, I guess sometime in the year or two in between my playthroughs, I was like, wait a second, I know that guy.
Yeah,
that sounds like Pro ZD.
Yeah, it is very funny trying to spot him because he is basically everywhere. But going to talk about like character designs, like the character designs and animation in this movie is insane. Like the visual gags is something that I really wanted to talk about because the first scene when they meet the Saja boys and Zoe's eyes turn into buttered corn and then start popping. I was like, this is some Looney Tune shit, and I love it because it's like, let it be funny. Like it's an animation.
And then they turned into abs.
Yeah. It's so good. It's
Did
so
you also
funny.
catch that they were eating the popcorn that came out of their eyes?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's so good. Like that's the stuff that needs to be in animation. And like when their faces just like went like feral, basically, it was so good.
Yeah. I love when she gets hit by the heart too during the soda pop
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah. It's not quite the same type of visual gag, but almost reminds you of. I mean, it is the same. You may have said this at the top. I can't remember. This is the same. It's Sony Animation, so they also did the Spider-Verse movies.
Yes.
I'm not sure what the overlap is as far as like the actual individuals from the teams that did it, but either way, uh, the first Spider-Verse where he's like, "Yeah, we broke up. I handled it like a champ," and it just cuts to him just like crying in full costume in the shower, like.
Yeah.
Not
the
quite the
anima-
same
It's
type of
very
visual gag,
Spider-Verse
but
esque too, because it's
Yep.
like it's that scene where they're like running out of the out of Dr. Octavius's lab or
Mhm.
whatever, and he throws the bagel and
It
it
says
hits
bagel.
someone. It just says bagel.
Bang.
Yeah. So
Um,
good.
I have a fun fact about
Yes.
the
Bagels?
animation studio. No, I wish I had a fun fact about bagels. I like them, but that's all I can say.
Mhm.
So basically, it was Sony Animations. They also did Into the Spider-Verse, and what's really cool about Into the Spider-Verse is how the different spiders are animated on. Like, I think it's that Miles is animated in ones, so he has one like frame per second, or no, one position or pose per frame, and then everyone else is animated in twos. They did the same thing with the Demon Hunters. All of Huntrix are animated in ones, and then the demons are all animated in twos.
Ooh.
And Rumi actually switches between both ones and twos
Sick.
when you see her patterns. And I just
That's
thought that was so cool.
That is
That's awesome.
good. Yeah. Another thing
Super
that
cool.
like makes it uniquely animated, right? That's not something you can really do in a live action without like
Yeah.
a fuck ton of CGI and money. Whereas like this, it's just like, yeah, you just slow that model down. You know,
Yeah.
that's so much cooler. I
love
love
it.
that.
And they can
And-
fly.
Yes.
And they can fly.
So
Yes.
and one of my favorite things that's come out of this whole K-pop Demon Hunters like popularity has been the skits on social media of like people doing stuff on TikTok of like you're at the Saja Boys concert but you didn't get like hypnotized. And then it's just like what?
No,
my
literally.
favorite one is the one that's they're the stage managers for the show and they're like, wait, we didn't rig them up for flight. Why are they flying? What's going on?
They didn't sign any waivers. What the fuck? Yeah.
Please tell me
My-
that somebody made a meme of that with like the Willem Dafoe, like.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh my god, that's so funny to think about. Yeah, because like I think during the movie, Nina was like, "Wait, can they see the demons?" And then we were like, "Oh, they're like hypnotized." And then like 5 seconds later, everyone in the crowd blips out of that, and I'm like, "How the fuck are they going to explain this? Like, what the fuck?"
My
Oh,
favorite
Lord.
meme
Good.
my favorite memes of K-pop Demon Hunters are either people like, "Oh, POV, you made it 5 minutes late to the Saja Boys concert, so you're not hypnotized," like Chris said, or it's people pretending like K-pop Demon Hunters actually happened. There have been people who have genuinely like sit down and made like receipts of, "Oh, the Saja Boys are just industry plants there to make Huntrix even better." Like
Oh my god.
that soda pop thing was completely planned. It's what magicians can do. Like they're just magicians. That's why they could fly without us seeing rigs. Like
That's
it's
hilarious.
so
Oh, it's
funny
so
to
good.
me.
That
Yeah,
is
one of
funny,
them
too,
was like, can you imagine being a fan and being like, okay, Huntrix has been around and popular for 3 years. And for some reason, this boy band just popped out and they wrote a diss track to the boy band that just came out.
They had that one on lock. They were just ready.
It's like-
yeah.
Like this all
this
happened over the span of like a weekend, right?
That's what I was about to say. Everything happened in like a week. Like it's fucking crazy. And not once did we see a producer writing music. They wrote their own songs. So just craziness. But
that.
Yep.
That
We have
almost
to-
reminds me. There's one scene where like I kind of wish they lingered a little bit, and it's when it's before Rumi gets like exposed, but she's still kind of like faltering with like trusting Genu and all that stuff, and they had that huge battle on the train, which is really cool, and then like everyone inside the train just gets like I guess their
Obliterated.
souls sucked,
yeah.
which was horrifying, and then they just kind of like go to the next scene. I was like, no, please linger, but that's
That
probably one of
was-
the things that got cut from Netflix. I'm guessing like.
Yeah. Holy shit. That was crazy. Yeah. They're just like doing all their stuff on top of the train and then just completely forget that it's just full of people and now it's not. That shit was hardcore for sure.
Yeah.
But on a lighter note, the animal companions in this movie are top tier.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of visual
I-
gags,
Yeah.
I love Derpy.
Yeah, Derpy and Sussy, right? Sussy is the crow.
Yeah.
wait, is that their actual names?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's their official names.
You are joking. Everyone kept
that's it.
saying Derpy for the tiger, and I was like, oh, it's just because he's kind of derpy. No, that's
No, that's his actual name.
Those, the tiger and the crow, are literally my dogs. Like so much to a T. Like my dog Oliver is literally Derpy, except like he doesn't give a shit if he knocks something over. But
that was the funniest thing in the
Dude.
world.
Oh, what a good running gag. Like it was so perfect. Just trying to set it back up
Pull
and
it
then
back up.
she's like she sets it up and then when he leaves again he knocks it over.
And then he's like,
He's just
Yeah.
staring at it.
Oh. He's so good. Yeah, he's great. And then the reveal that why the crow has the hat. And Genie's like, I made it for the tiger, but the crow kept taking it.
Have you guys seen the fan theory about that?
No. Tell me.
So the fan theory about that is that it kept sliding off the tiger's head and it would land upside down, and so he would try to pick it back up, but he couldn't. So the crow wears it and sits on top of the head, on top of Derpy's head, so that he can still have his hat.
That's cute.
oh,
I like that.
The other fan theory is that those are the souls of his mom and his sister, of Gina's mom and sister, and they're just like watching over him,
That would
which
be
is
cool.
so sad.
Yeah, it is sad, but that would make sense because it was strange that he just had these like two completely non-violent like animal companions that just delivered messages for him. I was like, hold on, why is he so fucking special? Like,
Yeah.
have you heard him sing? That's why.
yeah, he's hot still. Like, you look at the other ones; they're like fucking shriveled up grandmas, and like, yeah, holy shit. Also, just so funny. Yeah, the boy band concept. Like, I was like, it took him this fucking long to think of a boy band.
Boy band?
Yeah, this guy's been here for 400 years.
The fan, like, I like the fan theories about that too, or like the fan talk about that is like Gino must have been doing research for years, like auditioning other demons to be in his boy band, trying to figure out how social media works.
Yes, because he was ready.
That's
He
hilarious.
was fucking
He came
trained.
stacked.
Yeah, he
You
knew
don't just-
exactly. He had every little archetype ready for that fucking band.
Because you can't just find a mystery and an Abby and a baby Saja just off the street.
Baby Saja was so fucking
Goo
Jesus.
goo gaga.
Yeah.
He's just like drinking out of a bottle. Died.
Oh man.
I think I love baby Saja. He stands for so much commentary on K-pop like archetypes. It's so nice.
Would you like to talk about that? Because I am not in the K-pop world at all.
I'm not super into K-pop, but I just had a lot of friends and my cousin who was really into K-pop, so like I have to be a little knowledgeable. But so basically, and also I was just reading up on K-pop Demon Hunters because I'm obsessed with it. Baby Saja is like a social commentary on how the K-pop industry treats their adult men, and they infantilize like one specific man to be like the baby of the group. And they like the directors made him like the social commentary by, yeah, he's the baby. Oh, look at how cute he is. And then he does like hardcore rapping on top of it. And he has the deepest voice out of the entire boy band. And he has the most like metal jokes and stuff. And like, it's to be like, oh yeah, you guys infantilize him, but he's actually like the most like hunky man
Yeah.
of the group.
I like that. That's very cool.
I know that there is, I forget what the term is, but I know that there is a term, at least for female K-pop groups, for the one that's the youngest.
Yes.
Because that's Zoe for this one, of course. But like, I remember seeing that because again, like you were saying, Jess, I popped up on Wikipedia to like read back through it and see what I can learn about. Like, is I love how, I mean, if it wasn't obvious from the start for anyone who hasn't actually watched it but was listening to this for some reason,
because
you love Eric, I guess,
yeah,
which we all do.
Thank you.
Like the people behind the scenes are all Korean as well, and so they're putting their own like culture and bringing things like even the weapons that the girls use are like traditional like historical weapons in their own like mythology and traditions for people who would be hunting demons and all this kind of stuff. And like I was kind of bummed out that, well, that's a weird way to phrase it, but I expected there like the Hanmoon and like Guima to be things as well, but nothing that I could find was actually like, I think those were like original concepts for the movie.
Yeah, I would have thought that
like,
too, that there was something similar to that.
Me too, but apparently not, or I didn't look in the right place. But I did see like in that Wikipedia looking it through, it said, "Oh yeah, Zoe is the blah blah blah," and I was like, "What?"
Maknae. I just looked it up. Maknae.
I thought it was like about your phone. Thank you.
Yeah. No, that's speaking of Zoe, shout out to Burbank, California. Like
so random.
These fucking movies, man. Like random, just Burbank is like fairly well known. It's not like the best joke ever for me in a movie that caught me off guard was when Ken Jeong, speaking of Ken Jeong, when he reveals in Crazy Rich Asians that he went to Cal State Fullerton for which is where I went to school. And I lost my mind. I was like, no fucking way did this multi-million-dollar movie just name drop Cal State Fullerton. Like, and apparently
I never actually watched that show Justified, but my parents did, and apparently like it wasn't really filmed in my hometown, but it like references my hometown a lot. Like even like Lexington, Kentucky is not like it's like the second largest city in the state of Kentucky, but it's obviously not the most like well known or whatever. But they were like name dropping like major streets in town and things like that. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Getting a little too close to home here. Yeah, that's
the Oliphant can visit anytime. He seems like a cool guy. So.
Yeah,
yeah,
not a problem. No problems at all. I looked it up after I watched that movie. I was like, can you imagine being in Orange County like and watching Crazy Rich Asians and then them referencing your not small but not very well known school? And apparently I looked it up on Reddit, and apparently theaters were like dying in the Fullerton area when that joke happened, because holy shit, like never in my life would I be expecting that. Anything else we want to talk about before we talk about maybe like hopes for the sequels, since there are confirmed 2 of them?
I have a lot of fun facts. I could like continue.
Dude, yeah. Let them
Chris,
rip.
Chris, Rachel, you guys have...
I just had one thing before we go, like just design-wise, costume-wise. I have been very much enjoying cosplay from this.
Oh,
like just seeing people's cosplays. One of our friends, Jessica, is an incredible wig maker. She made an incredible Rumi wig for Stella Chu, and that's been in a bunch of things that people have seen for the movie. But also, I need someone to do the first 3 Hunters.
Oh yeah,
I haven't seen anyone do it yet, and I need someone to do it. I know it's like more traditional costuming and like traditional Korean costumes and stuff like that, but I need it to happen.
Yeah, that's another thing, is like there's they could leave it, right, but I doubt they will. There's so much lore that they can like touch upon from like the beginning to the first movie, which would be interesting, whether they do it in like a TV show or little mini movies or whatnot. I think that'd be pretty interesting. But anything else before Jess rattles off some fun facts that we're going to react to?
I saw a TikTok where someone was saying that they think, and I don't know like what their basis is for this, but they think that Celine might have killed Rumi's mother.
I said that while I was watching the movie too.
Yeah,
I literally didn't trust
thinks
about
that she might have been trying to kill Rumi's father, and Rumi's mother like stepped in. So I don't know. That's something I think would be interesting if they followed up on in the sequels and stuff, to see like what really happened to her mother and like the history behind that. Like,
I totally agree.
How I killed your mother.
Yeah.
No, literally, it was I was in that when it was starting to get towards the climax. I was like, fucking Celine hasn't been in this movie in fucking forever. And I was like, she's a part of this shit, isn't she? And I was like, there's going to be some big reveal under this fucking weeping willow. Like, I know it. There's like, or weeping willow. I don't remember what kind of, it was a big ass tree.
Big tree.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm totally on that same page. I was like, she killed her mom. Like that was my thought. I was like, the demon child thing happened, and she killed her mom. Like, and then she was gonna use her like half demon child to do something, right? The original Hanmoon that they were trying to work towards was not good, and Celine had a fucking part in that. So I was like, yeah, I think that's totally plausible, which would be very cool.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, Jess,
Okay.
hit us with the fun facts.
So going all the way back to when I first started rattling off a bunch of fun facts about how Netflix cut a bunch of stuff out. So Genu supposed to being way more fan servicey. He was supposed to be even worse than Abby, basically. Like I'm talking only one buttoned on his button up, and everything like it would always be like wind picking up his shirt. And they're
kind of
supposed to
glad they didn't do that because I like him as a little more serious.
Yeah.
They were supposed to have a whole like aquarium date where because I don't know if you guys felt it, but for a lot of people, especially me, they felt like Genu and Rumi's like relationship progressed super, super quickly from absolutely detesting each other to like, hey.
Yeah.
I just chalked that up to movies in general, but continue.
Yeah. At one point, I thought they were going to be related, like that, because the thing was so slow to build that I was like, oh, they're not really going in a romantic relationship, and her dad was a fucking demon, so like maybe it's that situation, right?
Yeah.
So that definitely makes sense because then I was like, oh nope, they're holding hands. Never mind, got it. They're flying. They're flying now. They're okay.
They fly now.
Shut up.
Yeah, they fly now.
I hate that fucking joke so much.
They the thing that I'm thinking about solely because we just watched Greatest Showman.
Oh fuck
is like that relationship is not quite as bad as like the Zendaya as Efron.
Yeah.
Like storyline in that because it's just so fast.
Yes.
You don't see them do anything together, and then all of a sudden they're just listening to that song, trying to hold hands, and you're like, okay, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, but
they're two attractive people. Okay,
Yeah.
that's all it takes.
They looked at each other at one time, and now they're in love.
Yeah. Speaking of that movie, though, have you seen the behind the scenes footage of when they're doing Rewrite the Stars? And they fucking smash into each other because they're on the ropes, and you can hear. I think Zendaya swings into Zach, and you can hear him go. It's so funny. And
I gotta look that up now.
Oh, dude, it's hilarious. But okay, Jess, you reacted when I said them being related. Is that something?
That's a big, big fan theory. Is that he was able to like get away, and that's why. So basically, the big fan theory is that Celine did kill her, Rumi's mom, and while trying to kill the demon, and so basically everyone thinks that Genu is Rumi's dad, and that's also why she's got such like the best voice that people have heard in a while, is because it was a Sunset Sister and this demon who got his demon powers for singing having a baby. So that was just a fan theory that I've been seeing literally everywhere.
I like that a lot.
That'd be kind of cool. Yeah,
it'd be cool, but barring the relationship.
Yeah. Well, they didn't kiss, so they just flew together.
Right. Nothing they did was like extremely romantic kind of thing.
Yeah.
But they would have to the one hurdle that they would have to do is the fact that like, yeah, I slept with somebody a long time ago. You're half demon. Like not putting that together and being like,
like, she had a pretty good voice too.
She happened to be my mortal enemy, actually. Now that we're thinking about it,
her daughter had purple hair.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one thing they would have to get over and be like, interesting. Yeah. Okay.
I saw one really interesting
Wiimote powers.
Yeah. I saw one really interesting theory just about like the songs in general between Golden and the one that actually seals the Hanmoon, what it sounds like. Because obviously part of the story is Rumi can't hit that note. It's like out of her register or whatever, or like it's just she's pushing too hard to get to that note. But that that is representative how she was trying to be part of the Demon Hunters, and that's why she's pushing so hard to get to that note and be perfect and stuff like that. And then the other song she sings within her register without ever deviating to like a super crazy note because the other girls do the harmonies. So it's really like what it sounds like is more who she is, and that's why Golden sounds the way it does, because she's trying to be like the ultimate demon hunter within the traditions of the demon hunters. And then what it sounds like is what they should be sounding like, because this is what the mesh of the three of them.
We got some music theory in there too, which is cool.
Yeah,
I like that.
Cool. I love it.
Okay, more fun facts.
More fun facts. Aquarium date, yeah, blah blah blah. Well, so the difference between the two rappers, between Baby Saja and Zoe. Baby Saja sings or raps in like the traditional K-pop rapping, like K-rap, like pace.
There we go.
Cadence, maybe?
Cadence, yeah.
Flow.
But Zoe, they showed how Zoe is very like Korean American with how she raps, because she raps very Americanized, quote unquote.
Burbankized, yeah.
Burbankized with and also the Rambo lyric where
yeah.
And someone was like, yeah, that's like the Americanized version of like her raps, but it makes her like that's why even though she like went to Korea and like is in the K-pop band, she still is paying homage to her like Burbank side.
Burbank side, yeah.
Which is
I saw somebody
cool.
pointing out that like she doesn't ever rap in Korean. It's only ever in English.
In English.
Yeah.
Whereas like a lot of like almost every song they throw in like Korean phrases and words here and there, but like it's never when she's rapping that they do that though, because she's, it's kind of, I can't remember, is it technically her second language, Korean would be? Or
Probably.
that she's like,
I would imagine so.
And so like it's gonna be a lot trickier for her to rap in a second language, so she just doesn't, and they let the other two girls do their like little phrases and melodies or whatever in Korean, but she doesn't rap in it. So
yeah,
this is a totally aside. There is a girl who I'll send you guys the video later, but there is a girl in a K-pop band. I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but she raps in English, Korean, and Japanese in like one verse. And it's one of the most incredible verses I've ever heard in my life. And I'm telling you guys that because I want to show it to you guys later.
Yeah. Sounds awesome.
That's just showing off at some point,
Really it is. It really is.
It almost reminds me of Christoph Waltz and Inglourious Bastards, where he's speaking like completely perfect like French and English and German and Italian. I'm like, come on, bro. Say something for the rest of us. I don't know.
Yeah, literally. And he won an Oscar. Yeah. Fucking talented people.
Hate them all.
All right. Do we have any other fun facts?
I'm out of fun facts and fan theories at the moment.
Okay. So we kind of touched on like what we would want from a sequel. Do you guys have any other thoughts on sequels that you'd want them to explore? Because they can really kind of go wherever. They're like kind of starting from ground zero.
I know we kind of touched on it earlier with Mira and Zoe not really having as much like to do or like as much character development in this movie. So I would love for that to be like, maybe if there's gonna be 3 movies, like each movie kind of focuses like the plot centers around one of the girls and like their own journey or something like that. That'd be kind of cool.
That would be cool.
That'd be sick. I just hope
like
they don't fuck it up.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, my biggest concern is that these movies just come out, seeing as it's made by Sony, who I think they said originally the third Spider-Verse movie was going to come out like 8 months after the second one, which, we're still waiting for it. It's probably going to come out in like 2027 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yes, it actually is like supposed to come out the month I graduate.
That's fucked, because I'm sure the first one came out when you were like a sophomore in high school.
I don't remember.
Jesus, it's the fucking Silk Song of movies at this point. Threw that one in there.
Cherry was involved in this.
Threw that one in there for Jordan specifically, because that movie or that game totally exists.
For sure.
It's totally not just
playable next week at GameStop.
It's not a money laundering or anything.
No.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. To have each movie be, because then maybe they can get a fourth one, right? And it's like a culmination. That'd be kind of cool to have each movie be. Who would you want the next movie to be about?
I think because they didn't go, because they didn't go very far with Mira at all. I think it'd be nice to be Mira.
Yeah, honestly, with like we can kind of throw this into like favorite characters. I usually am like, yes, the fucking hardcore scary girl. That's my favorite. And I was like, oh, cool, Mira, got it. And then she just kind of was not much of a character through most of the movie. And so I was like, damn, all right, I guess it's Rumi. Rumi's my favorite because she gets the most character development. She's awesome and all that. But yeah, so Mira would be a good one because Zoe does definitely get some, but not a ton. But like, yeah, she's the one that recommends like the doctor and like all that. She has like, she pushes the plot forward. Mira's just kind of like, she's there and she helps. She has that really good scene with when the tiger comes into the room and knocks over the plant and stuff. But she's not a main character. It doesn't feel like.
Yeah, she just kind of pops up every so often to say something in a grumbly voice and
it's a good
voice. Go to the next scene kind of thing. Like
that's a good voice though. We do like.
What's the girl's name from Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Diaz.
We thought it was her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
She's Mirabelle from
Stephanie Beatriz is her.
Yes.
Yeah, that's her real name, yeah.
Yeah, she's Mirabelle from Encanto. And I for sure thought that was her. We both did. Me and my wife did, and we were like, it's not? Holy shit.
That would have been kind of hilarious. Like, yeah, we have this full cast of Korean actors and Korean Americans and also this Latin American lady who's
Just
nice.
The one.
Yeah.
Just the one. She just wanted to be there. She's a really big K-pop fan. Yeah. Any other pitches for the sequels, at least for the next movie?
I don't got nothing.
It's tough because there's not like it's really just the Celine stuff, right? Like we kind of touched on that a bit. Like Celine is the last like hanging thread, and also like how do demons still get through when they made like the perfect thing, right? That's kind of the first leap that they have to make to even make a sequel. Like, oh wait. How do we go
demons no more?
Exactly.
Well, here's a thought that
actually they go on an American tour and they realize that the Han Moon doesn't work in America.
Oh, yes.
I was thinking earlier.
That's it.
Like, wait a second. Like, does the Han Moon cover the entire Earth? Like, how far is this reach? Like, are demons only loyal to Guima and there is no other demon lord anywhere else? And like. So that would be kind of cool. That they're going on a world tour and they go to some new country and it's like, oh crap! Like no, there's still demons around, just not where we live. That'd be
right.
Cool.
I mean, they could go to Burbank for Zoe's right? That would be really fun. Actually, I think that's the idea because that would be fun to see them interacting with the rest of the world and how K-pop, like big K-pop groups are basically like the new Beatles when they go to places and just like take over places. So I think that would be very cool because that I'm sure they have some messaging that they'd like to get across as well, like they did with Baby Sasha and stuff like that. Like that would be very.
I have a message they can get across in Burbank because Chuck was set in Burbank and Zachary Levi is now a piece of shit. So he can be a demon that they kill.
Yeah, that would be good.
What a fucking book and everything, man.
What a leap you did there. That was funny. That was 3
doesn't take
degrees
much
of
for
hate.
me to get from point A to point B, man.
It's like 3 degrees of hate there. That was great. Okay, so I don't really have anything else. Does anybody else have any closing thoughts on this?
No, just go watch the movie. It's so
Literally.
good. I didn't force my brothers to watch it. They willingly watched it after calling it a baby movie.
What?
Yeah, that's a whole story. I did force my boyfriend to watch it, but within like the first 2 minutes, he was set.
Yeah. That opening scene is so good. The airplane scene should be enough to get you fucking hooked with them all eating their own flavored ramen, which holy shit. Yeah. If I was famous, you can bet your ass there would be gluten-free ramen with my face on it. Like, like to my specific flavor. Like, oh my God, that's incredible.
Did you see that Zoe had the cheeseburger flavored?
Zoe
Zoe had cheeseburger Mira had spicy, and then I think Rumi was just original.
That's very funny. I did not notice that. Yeah, go watch the movie. It's so good.
Yeah, just go watch it. It's so good.
Yeah.
Then people plug your stuff. Jess, I'm gonna have you go first because this is funny.
I have not. We have a website now that has our links to everything. I forgot the link. It's gonna be in the notes.
Yes, it's Cody COTI.pika.page. That's where everything is.
That's where you can find us all.
You're a guest on your own channel for this, which is funny because so this is good practice for you to go on other things and then let's get her on Dido so she can go be live in front of like 45 people.
Yes.
Jordan, would you like to go
Dido would
next?
be dropindropoutpod.com. You can find the podcast with me and all my friends and links to their individual podcasts from before the great joining of the minds.
Merger.
You can find my YouTube channel and all that good stuff.
He has a face now on YouTube.
I do.
Yeah. Crazy. He grew one himself.
With a box of scraps.
Yeah. And then the Nerdlies.
Rachel, you want to do it?
Well, it's thenerdlies.com. I'm Lady Raygun on all the socials and stuff. And
that at the Nerdlies, TheNerdlys on pretty much all the socials, and we stream on Twitch Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sunday nights.
I'm sometimes there. Yeah, I have a Twitch channel too. It's everything's gonna be in the show notes. Just go check the show notes. But I like to hear everybody's stuff and what they're doing. All right, thank you guys so much for joining me. This was super fun and a nice test drive for what the hell free roam can be. It can literally just be whatever, which is great. And I will definitely bring you all back to talk about Coco so we can all cry together.
Hell yeah.
And hopefully for Jordan, by the time we talk about that, it'll probably be only 2 hours difference, which will be good because Arizona will become mountain time for a little bit. But cool. All right. I'll see you for the next side quest.
Bye.